we are so happy to be here with you on this beautiful day. I'm Cindy.
And I'm Kate.
And we both work at the Ladybug Nursery. We are so lucky to be here. We just wanted to welcome you and start with a few things here. We have all kinds of different things that we carry. But first of all, this morning we'd like to start with the seeds. The seeds over here, probably many of you are growing gardens, and I bet a lot of you have grown gardens before, and hopefully you're growing in this year. As you're doing that this year, I would love for you to start looking at them and look at, like we have, one of these small little, this is a Big Mac pumpkin seed. Well, if you look at this little seed, imagine a big, huge pumpkin can grow from this little seed. But do you think it can grow all by itself? No, it can't. It needs a few things that are really, really essential and important for it to grow. It needs some
sunshine, some water,
soil. So those are all very, very important things to have in order to make that grow. But also you taking care of it. You can't just have those things there. You have to make sure that that's watered regularly, that it gets the beautiful sunshine, which it will get, but it has to have your care. So make sure you do that to get that big pumpkin, okay? Well, also, we have a number of different things here. Look at these little tiny, tiny seeds here. Tiny seed. That grows into, it's called a pickling cucumber. How many of you like pickles? I do. Boy, pickles are delicious. Well, guess what? You grow a cucumber first, and then over here we're going to show you later on how some of these seeds will grow, and then they will grow into a cucumber, and then you can make pickles with them. Yum, delicious. And then one of our favorites, who likes snap peas? Oh, that's one of, I think almost all kids love those little peas that just go pop. Right now is a great time to plant these peas, and boy, are they ever good. And they look just like a regular little pea. Look at that. How fun is that? And Kate, you want to show them the little baby carrot seeds?
You can hardly even see these. Look at how small they are. And that's what your carrots grow from. Who likes carrots?
They are magical. They are just so fun to harvest too. So, okay, so we have lots of different seeds here. And as we walk down this way, I'm just going to have you walk right with me, boys and girls, and we're going to go around here. Look at all of the different varieties of seeds you can grow. Oh, they are so beautiful. Just have to take good care. Flowers, oh my goodness. We can grow all kinds of beautiful things. Have so much fun with it. We're going to go around the corner here, and guess what we have here? Potatoes. Well, from a potato, tell me, what can you get? If you grow a potato in the ground, you put it in, and see these little eyes? These are the eyes of a potato. You put those so they grow up, and as they grow up, then they're going to have little like vines, and then you're going to keep putting more and more dirt on them and mound them. Out of this one little potato, you could get, oh gosh, probably 10, 15 potatoes to grow off this one potato. Who likes potatoes? Tell me something you can get at McDonald's from potatoes. What can we get, Kate?
French fries.
French fries. Who loves French fries? Mashed potatoes at Thanksgiving. So if you plant these potatoes, you can get lots from them. They are good. Also, who likes potato chips? I do. And boy, that's where they come from. It's just from those delicious. We have blue potatoes. There's all different kinds of potatoes here. Red potatoes, so they are good. Okay, let's go walk this way. Okay, everybody close your eyes for a minute, because as we walk this way, it's going to be magical in just a minute when you open your eyes. Okay, I'm going to count to 3, and I want you to look around at all this greenhouse. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Open your eyes. Okay, look around at all the greenhouse. Look at the beauty. Look at all the flowers. Look at all the colors. It is magical. Look at what we have here. Wow. Well, guess what? This doesn't always look like this in the wintertime, but it does right now. Right now is one of the best times of year. Kate, do you want to talk a little bit about a few of these flowers that we have here?
So we have lots of different types of flowers. Right here we have the flowers that are called annual flowers. Those are ones that you plant every year, but they flower all summer. So they're really pretty and they're some of our favorites. So like right here in this pot, we have petunias. See the pink in them? And then you have the middle here, those are spikes. Those stay green, but they add a lot of beauty to them.
So we have lots of different colors here, don't we, Kate?
We do. What are some other pretty ones that
Up here, we have got, look at all the hanging ones. Wow, wow. Aren't they just magical? Look at those. Just because you think of things like Mother's Day, you think of things coming up, special days, those are fun things to have for those special, special days. Okay, let's walk down this way. Like Kate was saying, these are an annual flower. So there's special different types of flowers. And these again, guess what they need? They need your soil, they need your sunshine, and what else, boys and girls? Think for a minute. Water? That's right, water. So you have to make sure that we have all kinds of good things in here to take so that these all grow really, really well. Oh, and are they ever beautiful? Boy, look at these colors here. Look at the pretty yellows we have. Look at the purples over here. How many of you, I want you all to think of a favorite color of yours. Well, I bet we have some of those flowers in here. So let's walk this way because we've got more coming. We've got names, say this word with me, calabracoa. Yes, Gerber daisy. All kinds of beautiful flowers we've got here. Okay, up here, guess what? While you're all sleeping at night, do you know what happens? Do you know that the nursery doesn't go to sleep? Do you know it's doing very important things? One, it's very quiet in here at night. And so the watering, all of these are going around and around. All the hanging baskets, shows you this one? All the hanging baskets go round and round. So what they're doing, that's how all these on the ceiling get their water every single day. So in the early morning while you're still sleeping, all of these are getting a drink. So it's pretty cool. And that goes all the whole way across for all of these flowers. Thousands of flowers on the ceiling are getting that drink. So it's pretty neat the way it does it, huh? See, there it goes again. Huh, how do you think it knows? That's pretty neat that it knows to give those a drink when every little one. Have you ever heard of a sensor? Well, a sensor just kind of detects when that is there, and so that will go on when that flower goes there. So it's pretty neat. Okay, let's go down this way. Remember some of those little seeds?
Who likes lettuce? This is a lettuce bowl. So it has all kinds of different lettuce in it, and you can cut it and eat it, and then in a few more weeks, it'll grow back for you.
Pretty neat, huh? Well, let's head on down here to some of the vegetables that we talked about. Look at that beauty out there. Okay, I want you to think about bell peppers. Do I like bell peppers? Well, bell peppers are pretty tasty, but they're an essential part of making things taste really good. Who likes salsa? Well, you may love salsa itself, like chips and salsa, but guess what? The bell peppers, when you grow the bell peppers, there's some of that in there for the flavoring. Guess what kind of pepper gives it spice? It's called a jalapeno pepper. And that gives it, if it has more peppers in it, makes it a little spicier. But that's important so that we know that when you grow those things, that is part of what gives your food at home flavor. Who likes spaghetti? Well, guess what? A lot of times that's exactly what they use in there, is some of the peppers. We have all different varieties. They all start up here. Anaheim, bell pepper, red pepper, yellow pepper, orange pepper, chili pepper, pimento pepper, gosh, jalapeno pepper, habanero pepper, that's hot. So there's lots there. So okay, let's go this way. We also grow herbs. Have any of you helped your mom ever cook? Well, guess what? Cooking, when you're cooking with your mom, have you ever gone to the spice cupboard? And have you ever, she says, we need to get a little bit of basil. Put basil on something. Your basil here, that gives it flavor. So you go and you grow this, and then your mom, she might say, you might have an herb garden. So your herb garden, you can go use. Remember when we talked about flavoring? This will give food flavors. You can go and actually, I could take this and I could go, that's pretty tasty, those herbs are. They give it a nice flavor. We have a really important one here that we use. It's called aloe vera. Have you ever had a burn? Kate, show over how you can break that off and use that.
You can snap it off, just like this. You see it's slimy already. And then it'll come off. And there's actually juice inside these. And you can rub it on your skin, and it'll help to heal your body from a sunburn. And that's what they use when you get a sunburn, is you rub that on you, and then it helps it to heal faster.
So all of these are very, very important for us to have and to grow. Okay, who likes Mexican food? Cilantro, another good thing that we can just pop in our mouths and go, that's good. That is tasty, tasty. All right, remember when I talked about the cucumbers over there that we would use? And those cucumbers, who likes dill pickles? Well, this is what you'd use to make dill pickles. So you use those cucumbers, and then you pickle in cucumber, and then you use this spice. Oh, it smells so good and fresh. So you use these spices. So they're very important when you go home, and when you're at home and you're helping your mom cook. You can tell your mom about different things that you say, oh, Mom, I know what we use for those pickles. And so you can tell her that we use the spices. Oh, who likes gum? Spicy gum. Look at what we have here. We have peppermint. Here's some mints. This mint is what gives toothpaste flavors. It gives gum flavors, gives different things flavors. So these are all very important for us to grow so that you have those different flavorings in your foods and in your toothpaste and things like that. So it's good to know, so grow. It's really fun to have these herb gardens. Oh goodness, look at what we're at. We have a strawberry patch. Here's a little strawberry patch right here. Who likes strawberries? Oh boy. We have different types of strawberries. Are they good if you grow a strawberry patch? They're really fun to grow. They are lots of fun to grow. That would be a good job for you to do. To to watch that strawberry patch grow. So those would be good to do. Let's go down here. Gosh, yes, we still have hanging flowers. We still have all these things. Okay, here we are. We are at the perennial flowers. Kate, tell us a little bit about a perennial flower.
Your perennial flowers are something that you plant and they come back every year. With most perennials though, they only bloom once a year, but they add greenery and they're usually really, really pretty and something that's special that some you can get in the annual, but most of them are only perennial.
Oh, magic. They come back every year?
They do!
Oh, how fun. That is a lot of fun. So you could get a flower, you could get one and it'll come back every single year. It's kind of like magic. All of a sudden it just starts popping up and coming back to life for you. So that is a really fun thing. Okay, so we need the sun. Tell me, when you're watering something, can I give a plant too much water, Kate?
You can. You have to be careful with how much water you give a plant, or else it could die just as much as it could if it didn't have any water.
Ah, okay. So really important to remember. So probably put your finger down in the soil once you take these plants home. Check and see if the soil is still damp. Guess what? You're not going to water that every day. You have to check and see on how much water that is getting, because you can water it, you can just dump the water on and water it to death. That's not good. So make sure that you remember that, boys and girls. It needs the water, but you have to learn how to water it. So that is important.
I don't like to go to bed with wet feet. I don't think plants do either.
That's true. Okay, so here we have more of our beautiful, beautiful perennials back here. Oh, look at this one's getting ready to bloom. We've got some that are blooming. We've got flowers blooming everywhere. Oh, look at this crazy. Look at this grass. Who would think? Look at that. It's got curly. Sometimes it's kind of like hair that's curly. Wild and crazy, huh? Oh, here we are, Kate. Where's this?
Who likes berries? Berry jam, berries on your ice cream. There's all kinds of important things to use berries for.
Kate, are these a perennial? Will they come back every year?
They do. They come back every year. So here's blackberries. And we have blueberries right here.
So Kate, this stick this is called dormant. So it hasn't started waking up yet.
No, it hasn't.
So this, pretty soon you're going to see little green leaves start to come on this. And then guess what? It'll wake up and you're going to be able to say, oh, it's getting time for the berries to come on.
Some of these have started to wake up.
There's a lot here.
What else do we have? We have elderberries, gooseberries, and raspberries.
Who likes jams and jellies? Who likes topping on your ice cream? Or just to go pop that strawberry or blueberry in your mouth. That is delicious. Okay, look at some of the carts we have over here. We have a really important job over here, and let's take you over. We're just going to sneak right through here. We're going to go over here. These are some flowers that all come on when it's springtime. There's some flowers that come on at different times, the way they've been. Some come on in spring, some come on in summer. Excuse me. Oh, look at what I see. Do you remember that Big Mac pumpkin over there that I talked about? Look right here. It started to pop through. This little seed now has had the water, the soil, and the sunlight. Now it started to pop through. And so now it's just going to keep growing and growing as long as you take care of it. To get those big pumpkins. Those are fun. Okay, over here is where we do lots of planting in the greenhouse. Chanel helps us and she does a fabulous job at that. And back in here, so to plant all these flowers in here, they have all been taken care of and planted individually. So they're a lot of fun. It's a lot of work, but it's really rewarding and it really makes you feel good when you do things like that. So I'm going to take you back here and show you just a little bit. Oh, here's our tomatoes. I'll show you all the vegetables here in a minute. So back here we have really neat machines. And these machines, this fills up with all your soil. They put all the soil in here. And then, Kate, you want to pull one of those out here? Kind of show them how that runs. You want to turn that on for just a second?
Yep, so this tray is what it starts as. And then when you turn it on, it feeds it through. So then it comes down the belt. And it goes from that, but it helps us to fill up all of our trays with dirt. And then after that, we put either seeds in there, we put plants in there that have already started, and then we give them their water, so they're gonna slide down here. We'll take this down, it usually goes down on the belt, and then it goes through what we call a car wash. And the car wash helps to give it, you guessed it, it's water.
That's always a fun thing. I know all the kids love to watch this. Isn't that cool?
And now it's all ready to go, and then it would have plants in it, and we would take it out, and they would then start to grow.
Oh, here we have zucchini. Zucchini that Chanel planted yesterday. So now we'll put these all out, and we fill them all on all these different carts, and then we put them out here so that they can start working and do their magic. So we also have a lot of neat ladybugs. It's a little bit early. We get in, that's why Ladybug Nursery is a fun place to come. You can buy ladybugs. Ladybugs have an important job. There are good bugs and bad bugs. Well, the good bugs for a plant would be a ladybug. Ladybugs, praying mantises, bees, those are all very, very important part of in working for our plants. Ladybugs, they eat a bad little, there's a little bug that we get, it's called aphids. And so they will go to work and they do their job. So we do have those here that we sell to customers. And so that's always a fun thing that all of you like.
Okay, the next thing that we have is the roses. Who likes the smell of a rose? Oh my goodness, it smells so good. It's amazing. And they have the flowers, and then they also though, what else do roses have? Sometimes do they prick you? Do they have thorns on them? Oh, those can hurt to get pricked by, but it protects them so that animals won't eat them. What else do roses do for us?
Oh, they just smell delicious. I think in beauty, what they add to your garden, to your house, I bet most of your moms, if you go ask your mom, I bet your mom would say, you say, Mom, do you love the smell of roses? I bet you she's going to say, oh, they just smell great. Smell like heaven. So yeah, so roses are wonderful. Okay, here we have our vegetable aisle. Da da da! Absolutely fabulous. Okay, Kate, this side we have,
these are tomatoes. We have about 30 different varieties of tomatoes all along the side here. Now with your tomatoes, so we saw plants as little seeds. They get a little bit bigger. Now this one's even bigger.
So when do you plant those? Do you think, like, is it wintertime still when they're planted?
No, you don't want to plant these when it's wintertime because they're a little bit tender.
But for our seeds, were our seeds planted in the wintertime and then grown in here?
Yes, they were, but how can you do that?
I think it has to be pretty warm in our greenhouse. That's why it's a greenhouse, because there's heaters and sunshine. It has to be a certain temperature. If you planted this outside in the wintertime, they won't grow. But they will grow in here. So these are all started when it's winter and cold outside. All these are they're planted, they're started then, so that they are ready for you for the summertime to take home to your gardens.
So your next step on your tomatoes, I don't know if you can see those. Look at how close that is. blossoms for your tomatoes. So those will grow into tomatoes.
That's a very, very important part of having your tomato. There's different things that you can do. I want all of you to think of something food that you need to make your body strong. So if you have food, plants have food to make their strong also. So there's different things that we have to give, or that you have to give to these when they go home, so that they continue to be strong and give you lots of tomatoes. Nitrogen makes them grow strong and tall, keeps them green. So that's one of the things that's really important that we give them. Can you all say that with me? Nitrogen. So that is a really important part of it, so that they have that. Then we have to start giving them another one. What is that, Kate, that we give them to make the blossoms on them?
Phosphorus.
Can you say that word? Phosphorus. That's really important for them also. And that makes it so that they will keep the blossoms, and it'll give the blossoms going. So they need food just like you need food and water. They need that food. If we give them all candy and sweet things, just like you guys need good things for your body and have something a little sweet, they need the good things so that it makes them strong. So guess what? We grow all these vegetables that we're growing are all good for your bodies. So learn to like them. Try new things as you go, and your mom says, what could I try? This grows into artichoke. Have any of you ever had an artichoke? One of my favorite things. I could just have an artichoke for dinner. Have any of you ever had asparagus? Asparagus is delicious. I want you to look at this little teeny tiny plant. This will grow into an asparagus. Have any of you ever seen the asparagus stalks at the store? Well, you sure can. This, look it. Here's the artichoke. Here's just a tiny artichoke, and watch this growing. Look at the different phases of this. They start out really tiny, and then as they get bigger, how they start growing. Look at the interesting leaf on that. How it just has the little spikes there. They're pretty fun to watch. Here we have beets. Beets are so good for you. There's beet juice. They have all kinds of neat things. What you can do with these is you can take them out, you can separate them, and then they have little roots on them down in here. Look at those. Can any of you see these little teeny tiny roots down here? See those? Well, those little tiny roots will keep it. That's where they get their food, is from those little roots that are growing. You can separate these when you get them into your garden, because there's probably about 10 here, and then you put them in a little row, and that's how you grow these. Who's ever tried beets? I would love for you to try one time. They're delicious. Okay, what have you got there, Kate?
Broccoli?
Oh,
who likes broccoli?
Little trees.
Look at how big that is, though. But if you look in here, you can see it's starting to get broccoli on it. There's our tree starting.
That's what my kids, when they were little, I'd say, guess what we're gonna have for dinner tonight? We'd have little trees with a little butter on them, and they were delicious. So, if your mom ever says, what should we have? You could say, let's try little trees. And she'll say, what? And you'll say, broccoli, Mom, broccoli. So that would be delicious. Look at all the different types of tomatoes. There's a celebrity tomato, a Cherokee tomato, a cherry tomato. Do you think a cherry tomato is a big tomato or a little tomato? You're right, it's just a little tomato. But then we also have tomatoes that can be that big around. So they're kind of fun to see and try. You might not like just to eat a tomato, but guess what? Tomatoes are important. Who likes pizza? I do. What do we have on pizza?
Tomatoes.
Because of the sauce that goes on the tomatoes. That's what it's made of, is your sauce is made from tomatoes. So they're very, very important. Oh, here's the cucumbers. Remember those pickling cucumbers I talked about? There they are, they're starting. Look, you can even see the little seed on that from what it's still attached to the leaf. It popped right through there. We have different varieties. What does variety mean? You're right. Variety means different kinds. So you don't have to buy all one variety or all one kind of a cucumber or a tomato. You buy different varieties for different things. Like this is your pickling. Here's your muncher cucumber. And here's your Armenian cucumber. Armenian cucumbers, they get long and they're pretty skinny. They can get fat if you let them get there, but they're delicious. So, look at what, let's see here. Do we have any lemon? I don't see any lemon cucumbers. Oh, there is.
They're lemons, they're right here.
What is a lemon cucumber?
They grow like the shape of a lemon.
Do they taste like a lemon?
No.
No, but they look like a lemon. That's how they got
yellow.
their name. I like to eat them. I take them out of the garden, I wash them, and then I eat them like I would an apple. They are so delicious. They're just about like that. So if you want to try something new in your garden this year, say, Mom, let's try a lemon cucumber, because that is a fun thing to have. Oh, here's more of these tomatoes. German stripy tomato. Oh my goodness, 4th of July tomatoes, all kinds. Oh, look what we have here.
Who likes popcorn? Here's the corn right here. So when that grows, then it's gonna get tall and it's gonna grow into a stalk and it will get corn on it when you plant it in a bunch.
Corn is good. That is right, you're right. Corn you do have to grow in rows, and you have to grow them in a whole group. You can't just grow one little stalk. I would have to grow a whole entire group of corn in order for them to produce. You're right, Kate. That's very true. There's more of those pretty all that lettuce for your salad or for on your tacos or all those good, your sandwiches, all those good things. And yes, lemon boy. Look at, we have a yellow tomato. Have any of you ever had a yellow tomato? That one is one of my favorite tomatoes right there. It's sweet, it produces a long time, and man, is it ever a good one. So if you want to try a different tomato this year, Mom, let's try a lemon tomato. She's gonna say, how did you ever get so smart at all this? I just know, I'm just smart. So you are all smart. Oh, here we have our melons.
Those are my favorite. Oh my goodness. We have watermelons and honeydew. Who likes cantaloupe too? Look it, from this little one, you're gonna get your watermelons out of there. Your favorite thing to eat in the summertime.
Just dream of it now, the watermelon juice running down your face and your arms. It's just making me hungry. I can hardly wait to get those watermelons growing. You guys will love that. That would be fun. Oh, we have onions here. My goodness. Yep, onions we grow. Look at these onions right here. So you take this out. Oh, look at the roots down in here. See those roots that I was talking about earlier? So then what you do here, just like on carrots or beets, you separate them. Look it, there's one right there. So I'd take it out, I'd prepare my soil, and I would just put them in a little row with a little furrow, and your little furrow is so that you're able to water it. So you just put them down in a little row, and then you plant them, and then come late fall, you're going to be able to harvest these. What does harvest mean? Kate, what does harvest mean?
It means you can go and pick the fruits or vegetables that you grew, that they're ready to be eaten or used.
Man, that sounds so good. I can hardly wait. You will all have so much fun harvesting all your different vegetables that you grow. Here, sun sugar tomato. That's another little one that I like to just go pick out of the garden and pop in my mouth. Oh, what's that one? Oh, Popeye.
That's what I was thinking. Does anyone like spinach? I know Popeye the Sailor did.
Those greens are so good for your body. If any of you want to get really, really strong and grow really tall, guess what you need to be eating? All these good vegetables for you. And I think if you try them different ways. Do you know we like to put our spinach in our smoothies? Yes, a green smoothie, but boy, is it good. So try that. Here we have squash. Has anybody ever tried squash? We have different varieties again of the squash. We have acorn squash, pink banana squash, that gets big, buttercup squash, butternut squash, a scalloped squash. We have, what other squashes do we have, Kate?
You have your pumpkins, which we talked about.
That's a squash? Pumpkins?
They are.
Wow.
They're in the squash family.
You all learned something new. Pumpkins are in a squash family. A family. Imagine that, a family of squash. Pretty neat, huh?
And then we have zucchini.
Have any of you ever had zucchini bread? That's tasty. Yep, you can put zucchini in bread. What else do we have? Anything else?
There's different kinds of zucchini. You have yellow zucchini, you have ones that are crook neck or straight neck, and you have green zucchini. There's so many choices.
That is good. That is fun. Oh, look, here's more strawberries. Here's this strawberry patch. Oh, I found one. Look at this one has some little, guess what? These are the little blossoms. This is going to be a strawberry. See these little flowers here? They will grow into your delicious strawberries. So when you see the different phases, you have your plant, and then when it starts to get these little blossoms, if you keep taking care of it, you're gonna get a patch full of strawberries. So have fun with those strawberries. Yeah. All right, I think we're to the end of all of our vegetable aisle, and that was a lot of fun. So we look forward to seeing you in here one day and growing all your vegetables and getting the seeds and doing all that. So have a great day. Bye-bye. Bye.
Thanks for watching.